will be the MC slash host for the evening. We want to thank y'all for coming out to the Better World concert series. We have over here Mr. Colby Jeffers.
All right.
And over here we have Jeff Philosopher. Snuffleupagus. What falafel? Falafel. Jeff Philosopher, Falafel, Snuffleupagus, Lava Spitter. The third, right? The third. Also known as Jeff Garber. So yeah, thanks for coming out. We're going to have a wonderful afternoon of enlightenment and empowerment. We also have some other housekeeping notes that I'm going to let Colby and Jeff, Philosopher, Falafel, Snuffleupagus, Lava Spitter, help y'all out. All right.
All right, well, welcome everyone. First of all, thank you so much to Alice and Holistic Elevation for hosting us. We got an amazing tour of this place. I don't know if everyone here has already kind of checked out the whole place, but what an inspiring place to be in. So we're just so happy to be here, and thank you all for coming out on a Saturday afternoon. So yeah, a little bit more about us. Well, first of all, just I would like to do this quick show of hands. Who has heard of either one of our music before? Has anyone ever heard our music? Okay, cool. So some of you, awesome. So for those of you that don't know us, just a quick little intro to learn a little bit about us. So yeah, my name is Colby. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a husband and a father. I have 3 young kids, ages 7, 4, and 1. And I'm also a artist. I'm a rapper. So I make music, and my goal in music is to uplift, educate, and inspire. So everything I create, I try and keep those 3 things in mind. And hopefully we'll be able to do that today. And yeah, also a member of the Baha'i faith community, and which deeply inspires my life and my music and everything, of course. And so I'll share a bit about that in the performance as well. And what's really exciting about this Better World concert series is over the past years, we've been both making music for some time, like 10 plus years. But over the past year, my goal was to be an artist full time, to make a living as an artist, something I've wanted to do for a long time, but circumstances didn't permit in my life. But this year, some things opened up, and so I've been pursuing that. And one aspect of that is getting out and touring and doing concerts and being in the community. And so it's been really awesome. This is about the 45th Better World concert over the past year and a half. And it's been so awesome because it's also drawn me to other amazing artists that I've collaborated with, like Jeff, digitally, but haven't necessarily had the chance to rock the crowd together in person. And so last year, I reached out to Jeff and said, hey man, I'm doing some concerts. What do you think if I came out your way? And so we got to meet in person for the first time. Last year, did some shows in Baltimore area. And so we thought, hey, let's run it again. And what else is near, Maryland area. So super excited to be out here. It's my first time in Delaware. So really honored to be here. Yeah, so that's a little bit about the Better World concert series, but we'd love Jeff to share a bit about his background as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Garber. I know some of you already. I'm really, really happy to meet all the new friends as well. My name is Jeff Garber. I go by Jeff Philosopher. I'm from Baltimore. I'm here with my wife and my wife Leah and my 3 kids. And I make hip hop music with the similar aims to inspire and uplift. And yeah, I have, just like everybody here, unique experiences. Wanted to share, don't be fooled by the glasses. I actually have a visual impairment, so I have a little bit of my vision. So I say that just so you know that if you're going out for a handshake or something like that, I would, just give me some kind of cue or something like that. But rest assured, I got you on the music front. And, I'm ready to drop some gems and
Some lava.
some lava. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.
I like that falafel lava. That should be a product. So we should come up with that. Yeah. So thank you again for being here. And so yeah, Better World concert. As you might imagine, the theme of it is how can we build a better world, right? We're going to share some music aligned with that theme. But in addition to that, one thing that we've been doing on these concerts is I think it's really cool when people come together, and especially because we generally have some common interests. And I know one thing for myself that I always yearn for more of is I wish I connected more with people. That's something I always feel like I leave events with that feeling. And so in these spaces, it's been a real aim to try and provide opportunities for us to connect with each other. And so what we're gonna do before we get into the music, we're actually gonna do a couple rounds of conversations. Normally I have everyone kind of like stand up and move around. I don't know if that'll be too easy to do. So maybe we'll just kind of turn to a neighbor and talk. But we're gonna do 2 rounds. Okay, so maybe you can turn to one neighbor and talk on the first round and then meet someone else for the other round. Okay, and we're gonna talk about this theme. So you guys ready for the first question? Yeah? Okay, so first question you're gonna discuss with your partner is, right now in 2025, what is the main obstacle blocking humanity from building a better world? Okay, so try and talk to someone. If there's someone around you that you don't know that well or haven't chatted with in a while, maybe make an effort to reach out to them as opposed to maybe the person you came with and discuss this question. We'll just take 2, 3, 4 minutes to discuss, and then we can share what y'all came up with. Okay, so again, what is the main obstacle blocking humanity from building a better world? Okay, good? So discuss with your partner. You got 3 minutes, and I'd love to hear what y'all come up with. Go. Right, you hear my voice clap once. You hear my voice clap twice. There we go. Okay. Used to be a teacher for 1 year, so I picked up that little trick. Okay, so I would love to hear what y'all come up with. This is one of my favorite parts of the concert, is just hearing from people what's on your mind. So maybe we can just hear from a few groups, 2 or 3 groups. What did you come up with? What is the main obstacle blocking humanity from building a better world? Let's start with my guy Chandler over here. Human trafficking. Okay, can you please explain what that is and why is that such an obstacle for building a better world?
I don't know, I don't really know how to define it.
Okay.
But like, I know it's like everyone stops like telling people what to do and like forcing them to do it. I think we'll have like way more world peace than we do right now.
Okay, so you think the aspect of human trafficking of just being forced to do something that you don't want to do, that is causing people to not really be able to build a better world, and then people desiring to force others to do things.
Yeah, like you might be able to like be more successful if you do what you love.
Wow, 100%. That's very profound. Thank you, Chandler, for sharing. Okay, my guy Mateo over here.
Me and Mama, well, it's well, Yeah, I think.
Ego, okay. What is exactly ego, and why is that an obstacle for building a better world?
Thinking for themselves. And I think like that could be a main obstacle because if someone want stuff for themselves, and like let's say they want a piece of land that someone else wants, that could result in war, which is a lot of fighting. And if we didn't have that, then well, like if we didn't have war or any of that, then it would be much easier to make a better world.
Yeah, war makes it very difficult. And so I love what you're saying. So war is rooted in ego and selfishness and wanting what you want, but not really thinking about what others may want, which is very connected to using force on other people. Wow, okay. The kids are bringing up some good points. All right, maybe one other group. What did y'all come up with? What's the main obstacle for building a better world right here?
Movement towards autocracy.
The movement towards autocracy? Is that what you said? Okay, explain what that means and why is that such an obstacle for building a better world?
Single party state, having the leader dictate what is right and what is wrong. That's what's going on in the United States. The current president is going towards autocracy. And of course, it's not exactly the right way to go because of what's been mentioned before. You can't change history. At least you couldn't change history. And it's actually quite opposite to the high right.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing. Yeah, so if you have someone who is influencing the masses of people and trying to, I guess, enact force and using ego, and that's directing how people are thinking, that's going to be very problematic for building a better world, 100%. Well, thank you all for sharing. Okay, we're going to go to round two. I know there was probably lots of other thoughts out there, but in the interest of time, we're going to go to the second round of conversations. This time, maybe you could try and find a different partner if it's at all possible in your area. So the second round, of course, first round we talked about the obstacles, right? Which is important. We got to read the reality of what's going on in the world in order to understand how we can make it better. But of course, we can't stop there. We need to elevate beyond the obstacles. So round two, we're going to discuss what, and again, right now, 2025, what does humanity need most right now to build a better world? Okay, so what does humanity need most to build a better world? Talk to a partner. If you can find someone new, wonderful. I'll take 2 or 3 minutes, discuss, and we'll share what y'all came up with. Go. Dallas, I'll be your partner. You got something that's fire. What is humanity most? So why? What is that? And why do we need
As a group.
We're so used to the mechanical ways of doing things, especially in our society. Technology, we're not like that. So again, we need time, we need certain conditions. It's not going to be the way the ways up. And then give it help and stuff. Just give them that dedication and then surgery everything, and now you're paying for it. That's not how it works, you know. Of course, they can help in some ways. Like just like with somebody who fertilize people, there's something that's going to help them. Water and sunlight. if you have all that, we're gonna grow. You can't expect it to grow. You can't expect to see it grow. Take it, Alex. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I might call on you to share, so be ready. All right, when I say hey, you say ho, hey,
Ho!
hey.
Whoa!
Right, it's a little rapper trick to get everyone's attention there. Okay, so again, love hearing from what y'all come up with. I had a lovely conversation with my new friend Alice about it. I would love to hear what she shared, or I would love for her to share with everyone. So maybe we can hear from a couple groups. What did you come up with? What does humanity need most to build a better world? Mateo, we're gonna hold off because you got to share in the first round. I want to hear from some new voices. Maybe if Alice is willing, she was sharing with me this really beautiful idea about authenticity. And then she connected it with the word organic, which I thought was really cool. Would you mind sharing with everyone why are those two words that came to your mind for what we need most to build a better world?
So for me, I recognize that authenticity is something that we need to be able to build a better world, because if a person is organic, sometimes we are stuck within the hurts and the disruption that we have gone through. So when we come before someone, then we're expecting hurts and we're expecting those areas. But if we come authentically, then we give the space for organic growth, breaking social norms.
Love that. Love that. I can feel the spirit here in holistic elevation. Wonderful. Okay, maybe we can hear from a couple others. What does humanity need most to build a better world? In the back over here. Peace. Okay, can you explain why is that what we need most to build a better world?
Because war separates us, so the opposite of war is peace.
I like that. Okay, so starting from what's causing all the problems, war and separation, and just going to the opposite, peace. I love that. Okay, beautiful. And it was Star, right? Star, thank you, Star. Okay, Leo, what do you think we need most to build a better world?
Working together with creativity and no separation.
Working together with creativity and no separation. That's a beautiful statement. Can you explain why is that what we need most to build a better world? Unity. Okay, all right. So just sum it up in one word, unity. Working together creatively with no separateness. Unity. I love that. Okay, we also have one other, someone else being voluntold here to share. Dear friend, would you like to share what we need most to build a better world?
We need to stop trying to look after our own comfort.
Okay, we need to stop looking after our own comfort. Okay, break it down.
When we meet someone else, there's so many people that are only comfortable with people who think the same way they do, or someone with different ideas or different background, different culture. They see it as a threat rather than someone with potentially knowledge that they could share, to improve yourself.
I like that. So we need an outward orientation
Yes.
of love and understanding and
Curiosity.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, ooh, this is good. All right, a lot of good stuff. Okay, well, thank you. First of all, can we give ourselves a round of applause for that lovely conversation? So again, of course, we didn't, solve everything, but I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Let me pause that. Okay, we didn't solve everything yet, but I think everything always starts with a conversation, right? Building a better world starts with conversation, with talking about it, learning what we can do. So now we're gonna jump into the music. Are you guys ready for some jams?
Everybody quell their self.
Everybody.
I don't want a concert from you. I want a concert from our guest.
Yes.
Well, the self.
Ooh, okay, I like that. Okay, well, that's good. We're going to talk a little bit about that, actually. So before we get into the music, real quick, by a show of hands, who has ever been to a hip-hop concert before? Show of hands. Okay, good amount of folks. All right, so if you haven't, I always like to do a little hip-hop 101, so that way you know how to participate. Because, as our lovely attendee here was sharing, you all here are not passive members of this experience. Everyone here is an active member of this experience. There's one quote in the Baha'i writings that says that we are organic with the world. We are organic with the environment, meaning that everyone here is going to be contributing. So how you contribute in this space is different than other spaces. For example, at like a movie theater or a violin recital, that's gonna be very different, right? In that space, you're expected to be quiet, don't make any noise. If you do, someone's gonna give you the stink eye, probably gonna shush you, okay? In this space, very, very different, okay? So how you can contribute in this space, let me give you a few tips, okay? So here's number one. Hip hop is very beat driven, very rhythmic music. So everyone try this. Can everyone just try a little head bob? Okay? Feel the rhythm. Every single song we do is gonna have a beat to it. And you can adapt to that rhythm, okay? It's a little slower, right? So if I see you bobbing your head out there, that lets me know you're alive. You're feeling something, okay? Now, if you're feeling a little bit more like, oh, I really like this song, what he said, try this. Can you throw a hand up? Hey, all right, that lets me know you're feeling what I'm saying, okay? If you see us doing a side to side, join in. I don't want to be doing this by myself, okay? All right, so those are a few things you can do with your body, all right? If you also feel, if we do a call and response, all right, when I say, hey, you say, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Good. So you want to respond, all right, when I do something like that. Okay, if there's a lyric you like and you want to say, woo, yeah, okay, that's very much encouraged, okay? Lastly, cell phones, right? In some settings, you shouldn't be using your cell phone. In this setting, you absolutely can. And actually, Jeff and I decided to come up with a little digital complement to the concert. So let's actually practice. If you can get your cell phone out, if you have one, you're gonna scan this with your camera, okay? So open up your camera app, point it at that QR code, and it should pop up a link where you can then open it in your web browser, and it's gonna have all kinds of fun little goodies in there. You can connect with us on social media, you can find our streaming links. There's also a Google Doc with all the lyrics in case you're like, man, what did he say in that song? I wanna go back and look at that one. You can open up the Google Doc. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff on there. So is that working for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So yeah, and so if you have a camera on your phone, which I'm guessing most of you do, please feel free to take some photos, take some videos, post them on social media. Oh, you need the code again?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
That's on my calendar.
Okay, let's try that again. There you go.
No.
So one of the best ways to help us out as artists is to share our music with others, right? So you can post it on social media, send it to a friend. We deeply, deeply appreciate that. Good? Okay.
I think so.
Great. So finally, in this concert series, we're going to be sharing some of our thoughts as well about how we can be building a better world. And I'm actually going to be sharing with you all my 5 pillars for building a better world. So just some personal reflections I've had over these concerts, nothing authoritative, of course, about them, just my personal thoughts, but hopefully you might get some insight from them. So yeah, so you guys ready for pillar number 1?
Yes.
Let's get it going. Okay, so pillar number 1 for building a better world is better knowledge. Okay, better knowledge. So why do we start there? So I'm gonna, like I said, share some of my favorite quotes from the Baha'i writings, which really inspired my thinking on this. And there's one quote I really love. It says this. It says, "We should regard ourselves as a mine rich in gems of inestimable value, but education alone can cause it to reveal its treasures and enable mankind to benefit therefrom." So in other words, all of us have amazing potential to do amazing things for ourselves and for the world, but it's through education and knowledge that we learn what those are and then apply them to try and benefit the others around us, right? There's another quote that says, knowledge is as wings to our life, right? Knowledge and education, it allows us to soar. And so there's different types of knowledge and education in the world, right? We have the arts, sciences, language, math, technology, all that stuff. But there's one type of knowledge that we might say is the most important for building a better world. We might call that spiritual education or divine education or moral education. Basically, it's the type of knowledge that helps us understand, how can I be a good human being? What can I do in the world to make the world a better place, right? And the beautiful thing is that this knowledge, it's not hidden. It's actually very accessible, right? And as from a Baha'i background, we understand that this knowledge has been shared all throughout history from a series of divine messengers that have given this knowledge to humanity, so we know what we can do to make the world a better place. So this first song is called I Believe, and it's all about tapping into this better knowledge. Hope you guys enjoy it. Well, actually, wait, let's do a quick sound check, make sure the sound is good, actually. So first of all, the vocals coming through clear, not too loud, not too quiet. Okay, good.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so let's make sure the beat now is sounding good as well. some technical difficulties here. Let me just turn this one on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so quick sound check. We'll just do a quick show of hands. Thumbs up if it needs to be a little louder. Thumbs to the side if it feels just right. Thumbs down if it needs to be quieter. Keeping in mind hip hop, we want to focus a little bit. Okay, so where we at? Okay, all right. So we got a few people that are like, yeah, it's just right. I see a few who are like, yeah, it's a little loud. So for you, I'm just gonna turn it down ever so slightly. Okay. Okay, right there. How's that? Good? Okay, perfect. All right, so this song is called I Believe. And here, let's get warmed up. We see a little head bob. Find that rhythm. Yeah. All right, here we go. Wilmington, Delaware, better world. This one goes out to all of the believers, all of the worshipers, clergy, all the leaders, priests, bishops, yeah, all of the ministry, mullahs, rabbis, all with divinity. I can't forget about the monks and the gurus and all the common folks. This is for you too, for those who worship in a mosque or a chapel, or in a synagogue, church, or a cathedral, or if you pray at a Mihara temple or a dome, or if you like to keep it simple and just pray at home. If you believe in God, Yahweh, or Allah, or if you call it Jehovah, Deus, or Brahma, or if you read from a scripture or a holy book, like the Bible, the Quran, or the Talmud, or if you're down with the Bhagavad Gita, or the Tripitaka and its many sutras, about the hidden words and the book of certitude, or the many more. I know I missed a few. If you like to say Shalom, Hallelujah, or Allahu Akbar, I'm talking to ya. Or if you agree with an Allahu Akbar, Namaste, then open up your ears to what I am about to say. We think we have different religions, but they're really one. No matter where we get our light, it's from the same sun. Yeah. No matter where we get our light, it's from the same sun. We think we have different religions, but they're really one. No matter where we get our light, it's from the same sun. You might be thinking that I'm crazy, but just wait a minute. Open your mind and let some of this information in it. Let's take a look at some of God's manifestations and exploration into all the situations. The main purpose was to educate humanity, to teach us about God and our spirituality. They each are perfect mirrors reflecting the light of God to help the world understand this life and the life beyond. Abraham taught us that there is just one creator, and not to worship things of this world, but just something greater. And Moses introduced us to the basic laws of God, to never kill, cheat, lie, steal, or rob. Krishna taught us get the love God, we must be devout. In that, in this life, what goes around, it comes around. I'm talking Dharma, man. Buddha taught us Dharma, man. Spiritual enlightenment, that's how we reach Nirvana, man. Zoroaster taught us that we can choose bad or good. That means we have free will, we decide our livelihood. And Jesus taught us that we should show others love and peace. And that if someone strikes you, you should turn the other cheek. Muhammad taught us to submit unto the will of God. And that decides the struggle, that is what he calls jihad. The Bible prepared us for the one who God may manifest. And for the siege in 750 to the chest. So that Baha'u'llah can bring God's message for today. And now the quest for global unity is underway. Yeah, yeah. And now the quest for global unity is underway. All right, better knowledge, and now the quest for global unity is underway.
All right, so on the topic of better knowledge, this next song is inspired by "Knowledge is as wings to man's life," a quote from the Baha'i writings. And it's a song that I wrote while working with junior youth in Baltimore City, and feeling like I wanted to write something that could empower them in a celebratory tone, about just like the capacities that we have in learning about spiritual knowledge and how that feels. And so this song has a lot of reflections with it, and there's a chorus, and it goes like this. I may be wrong, but I know my rights. Spiritual laws that cause us progress. Call this flight. And then after that, I say flight light, yeah. And I would love, if you're interested, I would love for you to join me in that flight light, yeah. So can we try that out? Flight light, yeah.
Flight light, yeah.
Flight light, yeah.
Flight light, yeah.
Oh, sounded good. All right. So this song is called Rights. I hope you enjoy it. Hey. They say Fight or flight, fight or flight. Let's redefine flight though. Hey, why is it normal that we fight? Try to force what's right. More important is consciousness. Staying true to that life. It can be in dirt or rain. Sparks by flat, I'm sure of pain. Words may burn like spurs of flame, but if you got anything with working that you're worth the same, it won't change you. You still the same, you. Hold on to everything you love and keep them safe too. Page 2. Moving on, we stay cool and calm. That's more than enough. Good proof you're strong. Taking energy for everything your heart set off. Because remember that your rest is the worship God. That's crazy deep. Now that ain't make believe. Cause when you think about it, we're surrounded, ain't we? Can't see on the back of we're all connected. That's represented by our inner unity. So you can see we're all affected. Consider that. That implies we interact as if we are not a human family, we're just this and that. Wonder why we can trace that hurricane to butterflies. Maybe quantum physics doesn't lie. I may be wrong, but I know my rights. Spiritual laws and causes progress called it. Like, yeah, let's say it. Like, yeah. I mean, you say, like, yeah. Like, yeah, I may be wrong, but I know my rights. Spiritual laws that causes progress called it. Like, yeah. Let me hear you say, like, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Hey, knowledge is as wings to men's life. And college is a means, but let's be precise. Education has a reputation for relying too much on memorization. Where's critical thinking and build application? Where's critical? We also need edification from the inside to the outside. Our thoughts, words, and actions are bound like family ties. That's why we can't bastardize what we say from what we do, because what we think influences syntax. We just pray, try to make it come true. Here's the question: do you wait for intervention, or pray, meditate, and act while letting God work through His invention? With abilities and skills, creativities and qualities, capacity and alchemy, my soul's already filled with the Spirit. With the Spirit. Of life, of life, of life. Ego, this is regal, it's our universal human rights. But I don't know what you think, I may be wrong, but I know my rights. Spiritual laws that causes progress called it. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, you say, like, yeah. Like, yeah. I may be wrong, but I know my rights. Spiritual laws that causes progress called it. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, he said, like, yeah. Like, yeah. Hey, sometimes you gotta break it down to that floor, though. Down to earth, while we search for them portals to freedom. Think about things now. Really, how much do we need them? What good is our knowledge if we never share that ain't something we're keeping when we're leaving this life when we're finished up breathing? When we're bringing up life, God willing, our children knows. The season is always right. Don't wait for the winter's come. Don't wait for Christmas. Give the greatest gift on any wish list. See the power of knowledge makes power. We're selling like rains, clench, kisses. It starts from the man in the mirror that makes the change then. That influence spreads the more our face of flame. Don't think we're the ones that are destined to change the day, but I believe we're the ones that'll pave the way again. It starts with the man in the mirror that make the change then. That influence spreads the more our faith's aflame. Don't think we're the ones that are destined to save the day, but I believe we're the ones that'll pave the way. Which wrong, but we know our rights. Spiritual laws that causes progress called it. Like, yeah. We say, like, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. Okay. Oh, knowledge is his wings to men's life. Woo! Let's give it up, give it up. All right. So we got a special treat here for this Wilmington, Delaware concert. We are joined, as you already met, by our lovely friend Jonathan, who is not only a comedian, also an actor, also a father, and also a rapper. So he's got a song here that we thought would fit perfectly with this theme of better knowledge. So first, we give him a warm welcome here again. This time, spit some rhymes. So this song, I'll let him introduce and let me know when to drop the beat. All
My name is Jonathan Mosley Perry. Many moons ago, I used to go by the name Third Degree. No one remembers that. So this song is about sagacity, being sagacious, which I feel like is real needed right now, especially in terms of like being able to have discernment when you hear things, and to not just be like, oh, I heard it in my ear, so it must be true. You want to go out and look to make sure things are true, and a lot of times that doesn't mean just asking your friends if they agree with you, because that doesn't mean it's true just because people agree with you, or because you want people to agree with you, or even because you want something to be true doesn't mean it's actually true. So can I get a sound check really quick, because I think that the volume for that may be a little lower than yeah. All right. Yeah. I think everybody's coming out. Everybody was still trying to do the right thing. It was hard. Yeah. I was born in the city. I look madness. You can sure stick us with all daddies. Stretch lives, these kids break lives. Watch TV and think somebody got to die. I know it's outside of the light. And I know the reason why. They gotta be some things. Life is why, and I be thinking why. I do more than try. That's the reason I write. The season is right. God, I live in a heathen's lie. The truth is right. Because when I be in the night, even when it's right, sometimes it's still hard just to see in the light. I gotta think on my own too. Because I can have this pick on my own too. On my own soul. Just I know God understands to help my life is a real. It ain't hard to tell. Sagacious. 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 I look and I can't sleep sometimes. Thoughts and turn, my mind's blind, still trying to learn. Universe, my birth, life on earth. I think for myself, so something call it curse. The worst kind of life, living on my hands and knees. I still rather be on my feet. I won't follow the weak or the strong. If the wrong, I can straight to my place and get it with the meek. I keep my mind on the grind to make sure I can discern what's hot, it just burns. It's still sad like the truth behind the burn. Like the truth behind you supposed to make this turn. I make my peace with the Lord, but still can't wait to see some people over on the other shore understand the truth that the world is yours. First you gotta choose you and open the door. Sagacious. 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 Sagacious with the passion of life, and I probably paid for it like the passion of Christ. And I know that I won't get to see life twice. And I know how it goes with these souls so nice. The hope was life. Take them from the spoken right. With spoken eye, I wish it was a broken eye. When folks sell their soul for a couple of weeks, then the news won't show you you already die. Moms cry, some pops never do. Some try, then again, some never do. 21st century catch. Lose, die, get by, try and survive, I still lose. I know my sins, I know my vice. I pray about it and I know the price. I go out of my way trying to make it right. The same bubble gum rap cast, this is life. Sagacious. 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 Thank you. Yeah! Woo! One more time for Jonathan on the mic. Sagacious. Woo! All right. Can we find that song anywhere online? Is that I think I've taken it down, but now we'll put back.
I think it needs to come back up. Yes, sir.
Our apologies, everyone.
No worries. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Just a quick plug, Jonathan and I have a wonderful song together as well. It's online. It's called Let Your Heart Burn. So, yeah, we can talk about that later. But
Yeah, love it.
that is a great song as well that we collaborate on. So, thank
All
you,
right.
Jonathan.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. That was amazing. Okay, so let's do a quick review. What was the first pillar for building a better world? Better knowledge. All right,
Or
so
sagacity.
what's that?
Or sagacity.
Or sagacity, right? So I just looked up the definition of sagacious. It said having acute mental discernment, right? So what I love about hip hop is one of the great founders or originators of hip hop, KRS-One. He defines hip hop as hip meaning knowledge. Being hip to something means you're in the know, right? Then he says hop is movement. So it's a form of knowledge, sharing knowledge through this movement and through the mic, right? Through these lyrics and different creativity. So I love that. And so, but we're gonna go now to the second pillar of building a better world, okay? Which is better principles, okay? So what am I talking about with principles? So principles to me are kind of what you have in your heart, right? They're what guide us. So all of us, we're guided by principles in everything we do, and what we say, what we think, how we act. They're all guided by a principle, whether we're conscious of it or not, right? There's always a reason we do what we do. So it's really important to reflect on what our principles are and make sure that our actions are aligning with those principles, right? And I think there's one principle when we think of building a better world that's of the utmost importance that we all need to hopefully learn about and internalize as early as possible, which is that building a better world is actually something we were all created to do. That's why we're alive. Part of our purpose, right? It's not something for a few people to work on while everyone else watches. We all have a part to play in building a better world. And so when you internalize that idea, it has so many implications in your life, right? I can just speak for myself as a husband, right? How I treat my wife can either be making the world better or worse. How I raise my children can either make the world better or worse. How I act in my community can either make the world better or worse. The kind of music I make, right? You see the pattern. So everything we do in our life can be making the world better or not. So it's really important that we internalize that and do the best we can to contribute in what we have around us. Now, this song is all about that. It's called Change the World. Okay, and it's going to be a call and response, which means I'm going to need some participation. Okay, you guys down for that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we got a couple of us. Everyone else down?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So it's real simple. All we're going to do, I'm going to say, I can, you can, and then you're going to reply, we can change the world. Okay, let's try it. I can, you can.
We can change the world.
I can, you can.
We can change the world.
Hey, you got it. It's that easy. So follow my lead on this first one. There's a little pause in between the you can, we can. Okay, so it goes like this. All right. I can, you can. We can change the world. I can, you can. We can change the world. With a switch in the world, just water bring a pop every boy, every girl. I'm myself, I'm home, and I'm alone. The world is changing now, so let's all get in the zone. Every woman, every man, so we lend a hand. Come and step it up and see our children to the promise of it. Open up community, freedom and equality. Peace on earth is possible, just need a new mentality. So open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your spirit. Get what you want instead of us. Damn, always focus on the enemy. You'll see that your enemy is just like you and me. But the whole country, mankind and citizens, come together, y'all. All 7 million. Turn forth into peace, turn hate into love. Turn your product to a star. Go get somebody a hug. Cause I can, you can. We can change the world. I can, you can. We can change the world. I can, you can. We can change the world. I can, you can. We can change the world. And others as you, that's up to you, changing the world. So if you're going home, we gotta celebrate diversity and fill up university. Cause everyone on earth is part of one community. Black, white, red, tan, rich, poor, woman, man, atheist, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Baha'i, Buddhist, Sikh, or Hindu. What do people judge for the language that you spoke? What kind of feelings do you think of when you vote to be but down to your rich and best religion, persecution, the rhythm of the prejudice, slaughter, revolution, talking no more hunger, no more pain, no more violence, and no more slaves, no more hatred and no more greed, no more homeless or broken families, no more pollution, no more disease, no more corruption, no more poverty, no more discrimination. Kids need an education, gotta give hope to the upcoming generation. Look towards the future and forget about our sins.
Take a moment to reflect, cause the power is within. Hey, I can, you can, we can change the world. I can, you can, we can change the world. I can, you can, we can change the world. I can, you can, we can change the world. Let's go, Wilmington. All right, one more time. I can, you can, we can change the world. Let's go. All right, so that one always gets me going. Let me check my heart rate here real quick. Okay, all right, we just hit the max for the day, so that's good. It's always a goal line on this one. Okay, so we can change the world, right? That's such an important principle. Now, of course, there's many different principles that can be guiding us in our day-to-day interactions, right? There's principles like love, right? Principles like understanding, principles like being peaceful, right? A lot of the things that we talked about. Well, there's another Baha'i quote that I think is really important, and it talks about what we should be intending for the end result when we interact with others. And there's this quote, and this was actually really cool because this was the first Colby and Jeff collaboration. We made a song, and it's inspired by this quote. It goes like this. It says, "Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other." Right? So that's a really important principle. Am I bringing joy to people? Am I uplifting them and giving them something positive in the way that I interact? And if we are, we're doing something right, right? So this song, I gotta share, I'm pretty comfortable with my rapping skills, getting everyone hyped up. Melody I've been working on, I'm not as comfortable with, okay? But this song's got a little melody to it, okay? So, but if you all would like, you could join in on the melody. It might make it a little bit better, okay? So let me teach you guys the chorus, and we'll be singing it, but if you want to join in, you can. It goes like this, all right? Let's practice. It goes, "Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other." Let's try that. "Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other." Okay? And then the next part goes, "Each one must be the servant of the other." Let's try that. "Each one must be the servant of the other." And then we just finish by saying, "Happiness upon each other." So try that. Happiness upon each other. Okay, you guys got it? All right. It's okay. If you don't got it, just hum along or sing along the parts you know. It'll just make it even that much better. So this is utmost desire. Philosopher Jeffers. Yeah, sometimes my actions are confusing me. I know what's right, but still get caught up in the foolery. I'm supposed to work for unity. I've been awakened to my selfish ways, and now I'm losing sleep. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying like I play in Detroit. Gotta bring myself to a county state like I work for Deloitte. Make an adjustment like a trip to the joint. The goal is to serve everyone who wins. Maybe that's the point. It took some time for me to see it, but now I realize that we can see in the darkness. It's all part of the design. God told us to be a lamp. It's time to reply, so we shine. Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other. Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other. Each one must be the servant of the other. Happiness upon each other. It's kind of funny how we get so busy lifting weights for our health. Like 1, like 2, like 3, like 4. We could be building that same muscle, lifting up someone else. Like 1, like 2, like 3, like 4. I'm working tight. They don't need to battle. They need to unite. How many virtues can I earn if I serve you right? What about reciprocal joy when I can reverse your plate? Help you live your perfect life. You might be wondering, what about me? Yeah, what about me? What about me? If I give everything away, will I have what I need? Well,
The moral is, the more we give, the more spiritual blessings that we can go within. How do we know which of our possessions are important things? We tend to rationalize until we're hoarding things. Taking space for joy and things. That's why not only serving others is promoting peace, but scientifically helping you push your dopamine. Wow. I feel it in my veins when I'm pain, but I feel generosity through my arteries. Go, pump it out then.
Pump it out there.
Pump it out then.
Say pump it out there.
Pump it out then.
Pump it out there.
Pump it out then. Let's go.
Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other.
Your utmost desire must be to confer happiness upon each other.
Each one must be the servant of the other. Happiness upon each other. Yeah. All right. Break it down a little bit. Give you a little melody on that one. Okay. So we're going to stay on this idea of better principles. Before we continue on that, though, I wanted to share a quick story that when I was a kid, it was my goal to become a professional basketball player. I love basketball. I love playing it. I love watching it. I love talking about it. Do I have any other hoopers in the house? Any basketball fans here? Okay, all right. Yeah, we got like a starting five we can run with. Okay, so who here knows? I wanted to make it to the NBA. Anyone here know what the NBA is? What's the NBA stand for?
Multiple National Basketball Association.
That's a different one. The one I'm thinking of is the National Basketball Association, right?
Yes, I was close.
You're somewhat close. You're using words. I was close. Okay. So the National Basketball Association. That was my goal as a kid, right? And so I was on different teams. I was practicing, and then in 8th grade, I had a huge growth spurt. I grew like 4 inches. I was one of the tallest kids in my class. I was excelling on the basketball court, and I was like, hey, maybe this is going to happen, right? I was pretty pumped about it. Then I was looking at my family. I was like, man, my dad's 5'7". My mom is 5'3". Not a lot of height. I don't know but hey, something's happening, right? And then in high school, I just totally flatlined.
Yeah.
I didn't grow at all. I grew like a couple more inches. All my friends kept growing, and I just was looking up at that point. And I quickly realized I wasn't going to make it to the National Basketball Association, right? But then I found out there's actually another NBA. Not the one you were talking about. There's actually another NBA. And that's the one I'm going for now, okay? I think Leo knows what this one is. What's that NBA called?
Noble being always.
Noble being always. All right, so that's the one we're talking about here. So for this song, we're going to be talking about trying to make it to the noble being always NBA. All right, this is going to be another call response. Very simple. I'm going to say noble being always. I just need you guys to give me a reply with, hey. All right, let's practice. Noble being always.
Hey.
Noble being always.
Hey.
Noble being always.
Hey.
Okay, you guys got it. Let's get it.
When I was a little itty bitty boy, I had a dream. Make it to the NBA. Phoenix Suns, that's my team. But the sun I was meant to chase had a different theme. So true, still rising like a phoenix. That's my destiny. Only passions of the world, feeling down as a hack. When I'm tempted, call me John Stockton. I think I'm best. Everybody's bound to hit a wall, that's a brick. My soul safety net is God, go to him, swish! Oh, son of spirit, what? He's telling me, oh, son of spirit, no, have I created thee. Let your spirit rise, no time to be a face. Welcome to the NBA. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. Made it to the NBA. It's no being always, hey. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. Made it to the NBA. No being always, hey. Let my soul guide the way. That's my resolution. Bad habits hit the bench. That's a substitution. When I need a break, call a timeout. Meditate, pray to God to assist times. How can I be a warrior? Want me into purest form like I'm playing. Shower confirmations on me, make it rain. Steph Curry, just like him, learning from my father's ways. hit this 3-pointer. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. Made it to the NBA. It's no being always, hey. No being always, hey. No being always, hey. Made it to the NBA. No being always, hey. Yeah, let's go. All right, one more time. Noble being always. Hey! All right, now I did hear they are accepting applications, so anyone that wants to try and make it to the NBA, you got it. You give it a shot. I saw a hand up here.
You mentioned John Stockton.
I did.
He played for the Utah Jazz.
That's right.
Along with Karl Malone.
That's right. Yeah, John Stockton, the lead leader in what? An assist, right? So just like in basketball, hey, we got to work together. John Stockton knew how to dish it out, right? Sometimes it's not always about what you want to do. You got to look around, see how people need help, right?
Actually, we're not too far from where the first team that Charles Barkley played for, 76ers.
That's right. That's right. Charles Barkley, Sir Charles, Phoenix Suns great, but got his start over here in Philly. That's right. That's actually where we're headed this evening.
Yeah.
Right after this. Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to go on to pillar number 3. Okay. So again, quick recap. Want to make sure everyone here gets an A+ in the 5 pillars. Okay. So pillar number 1 for building a better world. Better knowledge. Pillar number 2, better
Principle.
All right. Here we go. So pillar number 3 for building a better world is better creativity. Okay. All right. So let me break this one down. Yeah, that's what he was talking about earlier. Creativity, right? So creativity, why is that so important? So the word creative and create is kind of interesting because I feel like in our society, a lot of people make this comment. They say, I'm not creative. A lot of people say that, right? And so I was thinking about that, and I had this conversation with a friend that's really stuck with me, which is why I wanted to include it. And he said, you know what, Colby? He said, the word create, it actually stems from one of the names of God, which is the Creator. And I was like, man, I knew that, but the way he said it, it just hit me like I hadn't really pondered on that. He said, when you're creating, you're reflecting God. And he said, so when you show love to someone, you're reflecting the all loving, right? When you show generosity, you're reflecting the all generous. When you forgive someone, you're reflecting the all forgiving. When you create something, you're reflecting the Creator. So it's actually a very sacred and divine act to create something. And I think when we think of building a better world, we're not like a few tweaks away, right? It's not like, oh yeah, let's just change this thing. Oh, let's do it the way we used to. That'll fix it, right? Nah, that's not really going to work. We actually have to create something new that the world has never seen if we want a world that serves all of humanity appropriately, right? So building a better world is almost like building a new world. And to me, I think when we build a new world, there's 2 aspects of it. One aspect is identifying those things that are not currently working for all of humanity. These could be outdated ways of thinking, old structures or systems that were designed for one group of people and not everyone else, right? That stuff we got to let go. But also, we need to be integrating new things, new ideas, new ways of thinking, new structures, new systems, right? Like holistic elevation here. This is an innovative, revolutionary way of looking at health. Those are the kind of things we need for a new world, right? So in this song, New World, we're going to break these 2 things down, okay? Here's how we're going to do it. All right, everything I mentioned in the song, we got to get rid of, okay? Everyone from here over, I just need you guys right here and over. You're going to shout, leave it. So for example, if I said something like, do we need hate?
Leave it.
Leave it, okay? But all this stuff I mentioned that we do need for a better world, okay? Everyone over here, you guys are going to shout, need it. Okay, so if I said something like, should we take time to meditate?
Leave it.
Okay, good, got it. So over here?
Leave it.
Over here?
Leave it.
Okay, let's get it. This song is called New World. Yeah, make sure you're paying attention, okay? You don't want to mess this one up, okay? No, it's real simple, don't worry. All right, Wilmington, this is New World. Hey, here we go. You ready? Do we need hate? Should we take time to meditate? What about all the prejudice? Universal love, is it relevant? People only think about themselves? Taking time to help a brother out? Every system built on white supremacy? Recognize our oneness as the remedy? School to prison pipeline? School to educate bright minds?
I can't do it. Leave it. Make a dream, let go and pursue it. Leave it. Be chasing money every day. Leave it. Work hard, make a living wage. Leave it. Fresh beats, filthy lyrics. Leave it. Music that is something that my spirit. We need it. You know what they say. It's out with the old and in with the new. Let's go. It is a new day. We're breaking the mold. I thought that you knew. Let them know. We're building that new world. We're leaving that old world. What? We're building that new world. We're leaving that old world. Yeah. A new world. Leave it. Yeah. The old world. Leave it. A new world. Leave it. The old world. Leave it. Do we need perfection? Little by little, daily progression. What about peer comparison? Recognize your own journey and cherish it. Love turning into marriage. Conscious courtship, building merit. Ooh, this information. True independent investigation. Divisive religions, a faith that unites God's children. Struggling with these mental wealth disparities. But how can I prosper if you're not there with me? Magnifying other people's faults. I'm working on my issues, I can't talk. But you got me worried about my image. There is the others it takes to finish. Hey, I'm building a home, cause this earthly house will soon decay. Let's go. Cause I know my soul is yearning to have some place to stay. Let them know we're building that new world. We're leaving that old world. What? We're building that new world. We're leaving that old world. Yeah. Here we go. A new world. Leave it. Yeah. The old world. Leave it. A new world. Leave it. Yeah. The old world. Leave it. Yeah. Let's go. All right, Wilmington, you guys having a good time? You enjoying the jams? All right, so check this out. Before we go on to pillar number 4, I would really regret not doing this really fun activity with you all because pillar number 3 is so important, right? It's been so important for me in my life that I really love to share it with others. So before we go to pillar number 4, we're all going to get a chance to tap in to pillar number 3, okay? We're going to make our own rap. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. Okay, it's going to be really fun. So it's going to be simple. I got you. Okay, each person here, you're going to come up with 1 leave it and 1 need it. Okay, bonus points if it rhymes. Okay, I want to see where my poets are out there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to put on this beat. Okay, this beat is 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So it's a timed activity. Okay, each person, you're gonna come up with 1 leave it, 1 need it. You can work solo, you can partner up, form a little crew, okay, do whatever you wanna do, but each person try to come up with 1 leave it and 1 need it. And something we gotta leave behind, something we need to build into our better world. Okay, you already got one? All right, so Leo's already thinking, he's already got something. If you need your phone to type it out, you wanna write it, that's fine, or you just wanna do it mental. All right, but the clock is about to start. Anyone have any questions? You got it? Good?
I got it.
Yeah, okay, all right, the clock has started, go. If you get stuck, raise your hand, you got me and Jeff here to help you out.
Why are you leaving, Jonathan?
He's on that, that better movement, that hip hop. You got something. Oh, you got it written down? Okay. Phone over here, you got some? Got one solo? Yeah, well, I was thinking. Let's go. Just like rhyme, take it. Okay. So you can either just do the 2 words or add the lyrics on it. Got something in mind?
I was saying the big ones like off page, 4 piece.
Leave it. Leave it.
Oh, yeah.
Leave it.
I like it.
Leave it.
Watch the wear.
What's that? Okay.
Along with, Oscar winner.
Yeah. Got a color
All right, Sean,
inside
you
the
got about 10
lines.
seconds left.
Got a color inside the lines. Leave it.
Leave it. Okay, all right.
Gotta try to be on time. Leave it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right, your time is up, and I'm feeling the creativity flowing. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I specifically invested in a longer mic cord, so that way the microphone could reach out further, so everyone could participate. Okay, so we got Leo over here helping me out. So we're gonna pass this mic around. Okay, welcome to our new guest. I don't know if you caught the activity or not, the need it, leave it activity. If not, all good. Okay, each person's
I'm
gonna
trying to pick up. I got the end of it, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, so here, you have some time to think. We're each coming up with one leave it, which is something that the world's got to leave behind. That's not
Okay.
serving us anymore.
All right.
And then one need it, which is something that we need for a better world. Okay, so for example, in the song, hate was a leave it. Time to meditate. Need it.
And it has to rhyme.
Doesn't have to rhyme, but you get a bonus point. All right, if it rhymes. Okay, so we're gonna pass the mic around. Do you guys want to go a cappella or should I throw the beat on? Okay, she said throw the beat on immediately. Okay, so we're gonna throw the beat on. Do your best to catch the rhythm. Make sure everyone's paying attention though, because we have to respond appropriately with either
Need it.
or a.
Leave it.
Okay, good. Everyone got it? Who wants to start off?
Yeah.
Right here? All right, Mateo's gonna start it off, and then we're just gonna kind of pass the mic around. And if you got something to share, please share it in the mic.
Can I start?
Yeah. You ready, Mateo?
Go.
Do we need pollution?
Leave it.
Helping and finding good solutions.
Leave it.
And go.
Bias care leading to disparities.
Leave it.
Giving every person what they really need.
Leave it.
All right, keep it going.
Injustice that makes us weak.
Leave it.
Justice that we're all God's people.
Leave it. Yeah.
Here we go.
Got a color inside the lines.
Leave it.
Gotta get there right on time.
Leave it. Yeah. Punctuality. Take it.
Mental illness.
Leave it.
Healing.
Leave it.
You got it.
Do we need people overdosing?
Leave it.
We need abundance of love.
Leave it. Yeah.
Why y'all keep running away?
Optimism.
Leave it.
Pessimism.
Leave it.
Chandler, it's your turn now, Chandler.
Trying to pass that mic off. Here we go, Jonathan.
Diabetes. Leave it.
Vegetables with ranch sauce?
Leave it.
Better throw that ranch sauce in there.
Do we really need violence?
Leave
Can
it.
we process through our anger by sitting more time in silence?
Leave it. Yeah.
curtains, you don't.
Let's see if we can.
Back here. Okay, anybody else want to share?
I don't want to touch it. This is so beautiful.
I know.
Okay, all right. That was good. You know, vegetables, he had me there right at the end. You know, that reminded me of one of my favorite times with this song was when I was making it. My kids thought it was a really cool thing, and we turned it into kind of a parent-child activity where it really showed me how much they understand morality and right and wrong. And so we would use it. I'd be like, you know, leaving your room a mess, leave it. Cleaning up your room, eat it. Right, but then my favorite time ever. One time it was right after Halloween. My kids had all this candy in the house, and they just wanted to eat it all. And I was like, you gotta pace yourself, guys. Okay, so I said, eating all your candy at once, leave it. And I said, eating your fruits and vegetables. And my son had the best reply ever. You know what he said?
Leave it.
Eat it. Love it. So, all right, that was New World. So we're going to go on to pillar number 4.
Wait.
Oh, wait, no, we're not. There's more for pillar 3.
So on the topic of building a new world, I wrote a song about envisioning this new world and what it might be like. So this is kind of like a fictional story, and it's inspired by a quote, "Where there is love, nothing is too much trouble." So this is a story of me being lost, finding this place, and then what happens after that? Is it just everything's fine, or is it more work to do? And I would love to have the assistance on the chorus from my wife Leah. So please give her a round of applause.
Let's welcome up Leah.
Some love, give encouragement. And this song is called "Where There Is Love." So I hope you enjoy. Philosopher. Hey, help me, I'm lost. I'm trying to find this place. Don't know what it's called, but I see you got a smiling face, so maybe you know what I'm searching for. See, I got this GPS. Yes, the latest tech. Let me see what it says. Like I'm a mile away. I don't think that's right, but maybe you can tell me where I went wrong. Wait, I don't need it. You say I'll find it. When I think of what I'm grateful for, then I'm reminded of maybe 3 or 4 things. My faith, my wife, my health, and my life. Yeah. You say that also, gotta think about my purpose, man. What makes this awesome? What makes this worth it, man? You will truly know where you're trying to go. Say no more. I said, oh, that's where it is. Ha! Where there is love. Yeah, where there is love. Yeah, where there is love. There's too much trouble, and there is always time. Now that I found it, now that I found this place, I'm so astounded, cause something about it made me feel so safe, and I don't know if I'm ready to leave the sweet embrace. And I can't help but wonder, how did they build this city? It's overwhelmingly pretty, could I afford to really stay too long? Something tells me maybe I should go home. Then somebody says, wait, don't write it off, you don't know it all. This place is the face, not the overall. When you look under the surface, you can witness all the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. There was a lot of work involved. And it's just the foundation, not the way it is. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's the same as that. The beauty is a consequence of the maintenance. The security that you feel is because your heart feels making sense. And the maintenance of this city all had a vision alive. They barely had many, but they had a lot of soul. They used this one, they built the divine. Ripped the divides like stones that was holding us down. Cut ties from the weeds that had grown from the ground. And though it took a lot of muscle, we didn't have to bust up because nothing is too much trouble. Where there is love. Yeah, where there is love. Yeah, where there is love. There's too much trouble. There is always for time and eternity. Can I commit to strive to live perfectly? I know my rent here isn't free. There's a service fee. Okay, I pay that from the heart. That's the currency. This is worth it, certainly. Can I introduce you to my neighbors? We're planting these seeds to see the fruits of our labors. This family tree can trace the roots to our creator. So obviously we are one. Tell the truth. Hey, getting to know my new fam. They can't even fit in my home, it's too cramped. Now I'm busy figuring out the new plan. How we gonna advance the race of human? Wait a minute. We were waiting for the happy ending, but our work is not done. We are not pretending like it's easy. Believe me, freedom is a responsibility. This is just the beginning, but at least we got trust. Even though we still gotta clean our minds from that rust. At least we're not rushed. Even though we still gotta take it serious and be just. Even though we still gotta put each other first and never judge. Even though we still must remember the creator. Where there's love. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Where there is love. Hey. Yeah, yeah. Where there is love. There is too much trouble, and there is always. I knew this was where they said it was, cause love is patient, and love is kind. Where there is love, nothing's too much trouble, and there is always time. Thank you.
One more time for Leah on the mic. Love seeing the whole fam here. Just reminds me of back home of the so important to do things together as a fam. So awesome to see the collaboration there. So we're gonna go on now to pillar number 4. Okay, so again, quick review on the first 3 pillars of building a better world. Okay, so pillar 1 was better knowledge. Pillar 2, better principles. Pillar 3, better creativity. There we go. Okay, so pillar number 4, very important, okay? Because what happens if we want to build a better world? We have the knowledge, we've internalized the principles, we have a bunch of creative ideas, but we don't take any action. What happens?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing, right? So pillar number 4 for building a better world is better movement. Better movement, right? Okay. So movement, right? What does that mean? It implies action. It implies effort. We have to do something if we want to see any type of result.
All right, and so this next song is called The Betterment. It's inspired by the youth movement and the capacity that youth have to change the world. As we know that youth, they have this great potential to move around, and they have a lot more time and energy in some ways. And I think it's important to recognize that and try to empower them and support them as best we can. So this is it's called The Betterment, and it's inspired by a quote: "The betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and goodly deeds, through commendable and seemly conduct." And yeah, well, I'll sing that later, but if you feel like you're catching it and you want to join in to sing that part later on, then you're most welcome to do that. So
we got a hand up over here
Real quick question. I apologize because we came in late. Are we allowed to record or is
100%. Very good. Actually, you know what? Let me do you a solid. Okay, you missed this part. So get your phone out, scan that code. Okay, this is gonna bring up our little digital page here, and you can find our social medias on there, our music streaming platforms. There's also the lyrics available in case you're like, what was that lyric you said right there? So yes, please record, please share. Yeah, okay. There we go. There it is. Yes. Sorry. So please record, please share. That's one of the best ways you can help us out as artists, get the music out there. Okay, so this song is called The Betterment, inspired by the quote: "The betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and goodly deeds." Action, right? Here we go.
Hey, the betterment. Zoom into a world so potent with possibility. Open our societies, open without hostility. It steps the youth with that in-depth truth. So bright and empowered, what a unique responsibility. But follow me, it's bigger than Insta, bigger than TikTok. We're only days that differ. Only thing stricter than a Netflix binger is a clothesline that ain't getting the picture. Like, whole time, we've been waiting a generation in a undiscovered gold mine of ideas exchanging over Fios lines. So if you see that old sign saying slow your roll, fine. Today we know we'll fly and take the throttle from our parents. We're drawing in the sky to start contrast to parents.
Individuality enhanced, and when united, now humanity advanced. And look, we're going overboard, not like no pirate ship. We're going overboard, how it hits. We're looking at everything through the bird's eye list. Is it discouraging or is it inviting? You see the potential, the wavelength too. There's much more in that spectrum they represent you. Now look at the way they represent you. They call it youth science. We're much greater when we recognize that youth talents. Much greater indeed. And our fight is spirit and fearless. Like minds that you hear it. The theory is to better yourself, enhance your confidence, to better your community, raise the world's consciousness. What? Now that's a really big goal. But all I'm trying to say is that you're really not alone. You got a whole city with plenty of high hopes. All we need is to start from the youth to high voltage. I should try to make a plan. Believe in your work, we can probably do it now, whatever it is. I can build something better. It's now. I can show you right here, whatever it is. This is something I can do. This is from my own view. It's about to go down. You know what it is. It's our future, our world. Hey, what we gonna do with it? From the heart, we offer our hands to our neighbor, working like true collaborators, with an understanding that our unity is greater than everyone for themselves. No one likes to hate it, but we show them love anyway. Expose them to better ways. That right there's a service for yourself, off the resume. What's the trophy? The token of yesterday. Pure deeds are the only we now let display. Even my lyrics are nothing compared to prayer in action. Reaching the spirit is something, and this is where it happens. Blessed is he who preferred his brother before himself. This will surely help the world recover from the obvious issues, from the apparent things, from the redundant patterns of advocacy. Before we make a change, gotta break the chains. Stand up, a reason confirmation awaits. And what? I should try to make a plan. Really make it work. We can probably do it now, whatever it is. I can build something better. It's now. We can show you we're here, whatever it is. This is something I can do. This is from my own view. It's about to go down. You know what it is. It's our future, our world. Hey, what we gonna do with it? Hey, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do with it? Hey, what we gonna do? We're gonna sing this quote, that's what we're gonna do. The betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and good deeds, through commendable and seen to come. Sing along. The betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and good deeds, through commendable and saintly conduct. Betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and good deeds, through commendable and saintly conduct. Keep it going. The betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and good deeds, through commendable and saintly conduct. Yeah, let's go. All right, so the betterment of the world can be accomplished through pure and goodly deeds, right? Through the action. So on pillar 4, you get a little double whammy, okay? Because movement is action, effort, but there's also another meaning to the word movement, which is to be part of a collective, right? Being part of a movement, right? So all of us, we have a responsibility to try and build a better world in our own lives and with our talents and capacities we've been given. But we know that our ability to build a better world is greatly enhanced and multiplied when we are acting together in unity as a community, right? So it's really important that we just reach out and try and find other people that want to build a better world and hear about their ideas and share our ideas and try to have ideas together that we can act upon. And as Jeff was talking about, it takes all of the community, right? We need every age in the community, but there's one age of any population that has the most potential for movement. What age is that?
Yeah.
What is it?
18 to 24?
18 to 24, right? And the youth, right? There's different, I guess, definitions of youth. But in those young parts of our life, right? We know it's the choicest time of our life. When we're coming out of childhood, We're gaining our independence. We have all these new capacities that are forming, right? We have our future, our aspirations ahead of us. We don't have as much responsibility yet as older adults do. And there's so much potential to build a better world during that time. So it's so important for every community to really empower youth to be at the forefront, right? All must surge in a community, but the youth have to soar. The youth have to be at the forefront. So this song is all about empowering those youth of our community. Okay. Anyone here identify as a youth? Where my youth at? In their teens? Okay. So Jonathan's still a youth, right? We got some junior youth here, right? Okay. So this song is for all of you, but also, I've got some youth at heart here. I know I'm a youth in my heart. I'm still a youth. I like to say my back and my knees, disagree, but my heart thinks I'm a youth still. So this song is dedicated to the youth, and this is also a call and response. It's gonna go like this. I'm gonna say, "Get down with the movement," and then you all are gonna reply, "Calling all youth." Okay, let's try it. Get down with the movement.
Calling all youth.
Get down with the movement.
Calling all youth.
Get down with the movement.
Calling all youth.
All right, you got it. Let's go with this. Now, this song is called The Movement. So if you're someone that likes to move a little bit, you like to move in your chair, you want to stand up, feel free, but at least do this with me. Ready? Get down with the movement. Calling all youth. 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 I'm about to raise the roof, spit some truth that every youth. What I'm about to say is directed to you. Yeah, the young ones living in your prime. Open up your eyes, it's your time to shine. Check it. You have the powers that can bring about change. So bring pain, honey, let me explain. Think about our generation. What is our purpose? Why were all of us created? What should we worship? Media and marketeers trying to trick your brain. Or have you living a lie if you ain't on your game? Sleepwalking from the moon to the tomb. Half the world thinking that our generation is doomed. So wake up, get down with the movement. Calling all you, let's make the improvement. Let's use our powers for good, let's change this life. For the spiritual life, get down with the movement. Calling all you, 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 get down with the movement. Calling all you. If you want to change the society, change yourself. Turn off the TV, take a book off the shelf. You gotta stimulate your mind, activate your brain. Intellectual capacities you must obtain. Your thirst for knowledge, your love for truth. Language, art, and science, mathematical roots. And don't forget your meditation and prayer. I'll put our faith and trust in the Creator. Use your talents and abilities and service to others. And if you work for peace and unity, you'll surely discover that service to humanity is just like service to God. Living only for yourself is a big yourself. Wake up, get down with the movement. The world needs you, no excuses. I hope you feel the Holy Spirit that is guiding you. Change yourself. Change society, down with the movement. Calling all you, get 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 down with the movement. Calling all you. All right. Wilmington, you guys having a good time? You feeling the spirit? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. We got one more pillar to finish off these Better World concert and a couple more songs here for you. So, okay, like I said, I'm a teacher at heart. I'm an educator at heart. So I want to make sure you all get an A+ here. Okay, so let's do one last review. Pillar 1 for building a better world, better. Pillar 2, better. Pillar 3, better. Pillar 4, better. Okay, good. Now, the 5th pillar, utmost importance, okay? Because you can have the knowledge, the principles, the creative ideas.
Look at those cheaters.
You could be taking action. Oh yeah, they've been to a few of these concerts, so they get an A++. Okay, they got it down. All right. So the 5th pillar. If you don't have the 5th pillar, all your action will eventually come to nothing. Okay, so the 5th pillar is so important. The 5th pillar is better power source. Okay, so let me break it down. Okay, there's an analogy that I've been using that seems to be helpful for people. So everyone knows what this is, right?
Yeah.
Cell phone, relatively new invention in the history of humanity, right? But immense potential, right? On this phone, I can do some amazing things. I can communicate with someone across the world instantaneously, right? It used to take months to get a message across the world, right? What you got, Leo?
I'm gonna say it once you get to the part.
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay, he's ready. He's like, oh, I'm ready. Okay. So what else can I do? I can take photos, videos in high definition of nature, of my family, of myself, of the food I'm eating, whatever I want, and I can save it forever. Right? You used to have to get like a professional painter if you wanted to like have something stored forever. Now anyone can take a picture. I can access all of humanity's recorded knowledge in the click of a button with this device. Right? Pretty amazing. Now, what happens to the potential of this device when it runs out of power?
It's obsolete, basically.
It's obsolete. I like that word. I haven't heard that word used. That is exactly right. It's obsolete. It has no more potential, right? Until you charge it. Right? So just like this phone, all of us as humans, in our efforts to build a better world, we need to make sure we're recharging. Because if we run out of power, we're obsolete.
You can steal that for next time.
Yes, I like that. Okay. So what does that mean, right? To recharge? Well, we need a power source. We need to get that inspiration, and we can get that in different ways. We can listen to music. We can talk with a friend, right? But those are all finite sources of power. So we need a better power source, one that's infinite. And the beautiful thing is we all have access to it, right? Different people call it different things. Some people call it God, the creator, a higher power, the universe. Different people use different words, but it's basically a higher being that wants us to build a better world and will support us and bring confirmations when we try, right? So tapping into that better power source is how we can continue to build a better world and not get burnt out, because building a better world is not easy. It can sap our energy, right? There's different parts of building a better world that are particularly difficult. Trying to forgive someone that's wronged you, not easy. Trying to show love to someone that just, oh man, that person rubs me the wrong way, not easy, right? You have to go beyond yourself in order to get the power to do that. Justice, right? There's a lot of injustice in the world. That can be so sapping of our energy. You can feel so angry about it, so bitter, so hopeless when you see the injustice happening. So you need to tap into a better power source in order to work for it. So this next song is called Justice. This is off my latest album, which was inspired by my second son, whose name is Justice, as well as the theme of justice. And it's all about trying to tap into this better power source as we try and build a more just world for all. Justice seems so far away. I hope we meet you one day, one day, one day. So pale, might not even recognize your face. Shine your light upon the world, we pray, we pray. Yeah, justice seems so far away. I hope we meet you one day, one day, one day, one day. We'll see everyone is made from the same dust. Just go check the DNA. It's the same dust as the stars way out space. And just like the stars, we were made to shine our rays. All connected, we're a constellation like the Milky Way. One day, it'll only be we. No more day, one day, we will see we are the same. And feel each other's pain. Any injustice and humanity will raise up this one. It will break all the chains. It will pressure no more weight. One day, we'll use peace instead of weapons. One day, we will put away the guns and the blades and the gloves. No more violence, because that will never break. The type of justice that we hope to create, one that will never fade. Hey, justice that will last until the end of our days, where injustice finds its place in books of history, where it should say, pray we can turn the page till that day. Yeah, justice seems so far away. I hope we meet you one day, one day, one day. So veil might not even recognize your face. Shine your light upon the world, we pray, we pray, we pray. Because justice comes from God, that's one of his names. Out of all of his creations, that's his favorite day. When we're working to bring justice, he will come to our aid, helping us find a way. We pray to God to help the light of justice to shine. We say we want justice, but without the divine we may keep on coming up short, trying to adjust in our aim, and no longer equate justice with what law and order in a system that was unjustly made for a few to benefit, while the rest are repenting or thinking justice and revenge are the same. We pray to God to help us create the type of justice that empowers everyone to see the part they can play, choosing truth and right
righteousness and to remove every trait of prejudice off the face of the earth as we birth a new day with the day star of justice awaits till that day. Yeah, justice seems so far away. I hope we meet you one day, one day, one day. So veiled, might not even recognize your face. Shine your light upon the world, we pray, we pray.
All right.
Right, that was justice. So justice, right? Forgiveness, love, these are things that are very difficult to do. We need to constantly be recharging every single day if we want to be able to continue on this work of building a better world. Okay, all right, so with that, we're gonna move on to a really special song here. This is a new song that is not released, unreleased material from Jeff Philosopher here. I'll let him share a little bit about it.
Okay, so this song is called Serenity Rap. It's off my latest album, so it's the most recent song. Second time I've ever performed it, so fresh. And it was written from a place of feeling overwhelmed with the things going on. I don't know. Has anybody ever felt overwhelmed by things going on?
Sure. Right.
Every day.
Yeah. And
Right now.
yes. And so what do we do with that feeling? Like do we just stay feeling crushed all the time? And these were my reflections from this song, and I'd love to share this with you. And Colby's featured on it as well.
Ayo, yeah. So Jeff reached out to me recently, said, "Hey, can you throw a verse down?" I did. I'm still working on memorizing it. Last night I looked at my phone because I wasn't confident. I've been practicing it, so I'm gonna do my best. But I might flub the lyrics, but I'm gonna try. All right. So this is Serenity Rap.
Philosopher.
Not a piece of don't die. Not a piece of business land. The way I can't roll that. Lot of things up in my soul that I need to control. I think I can control that. Hey, I know the weight of the world bears heavy on you. Division, contention, and all that I'm looking at you. Put the dirt of hypocrisy and try to stay clean like this. We're the same thing. We are influenced whether we're not, we're students. As if we practice, adapting to the news. Proactive or reactive, I reflect on what I'm choosing. I live the depths of the we see the chaos, it's overwhelming and hard. The bend out, and I escape temporarily. It's a break for my sanity, but not a breakthrough apparently. Still gotta face my reality. With the moment of clarity, I can see the bird's eye of the path that I was too scared to see. Level set with my heart, all the attributes that God shared with me. Rapid introspection was my introduction to therapy. This is a letter to myself, how I'm bettering myself. We point our fingers to the sky like he's never gonna help. But look inside, a reflection of his wealth. See the rich inside the spiritual, not to mention the ritual. Here we go. Rebuilding my true essence. Stack bricks like habits and trust. Tap into gratitude, access the radiance. And I'm a lot of people in the world that can use a lot of healing like this. Yeah, healing like this. Hey, throw on a beat and I'm healing. Something like a drop that rhythm got me feeling so good at the flow and some melody. And I'm popping up back to serenity. Hands up if you're feeling me. Hey, say hands up if you're feeling me. I love her. It's a ladder for the soul, so we're going up. Strung out on that bottom rung, had enough. If it's ringing true, I hope this music lifts you up and takes you. You consume becomes part of you. So careful what you listen to, it can be hard to do. And if you pay attention to the sky you're feeling, then you will know which part of you the music's true. That's the difference when you listen. Simply hear it. Seek out lyrics that'll elevate your height. Now you're healing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was so congrats.
We all emotional and shit.
Oh, all right, let's go. We got some tears coming
You
out.
said it was the Larry to the Soul Girl.
There it is. Okay. All right, so we got one more song for you guys to finish off the afternoon here. So we just want to say thank you again, everyone, for coming out and sharing the love with us. I just want to share again, real quick, that this is such a special concert series for me because I'm pursuing my dream as an artist full time, and it's just been so confirming, so amazing. And so, yeah, if you'd like to support me in that journey of being able to do this financially, there's some different options available. So I got some T-shirts. We got the Unity T-shirts here. We got the Do It Justice T-shirts available as well. There's a donation box here. There's a digital donation box as well. Of course, no pressure at all. But if you'd like to support, you can do that after the concert. Now, yeah, this last song here is all about, again, just tapping into this better power source, right? Who here has ever been at 1% battery on their phone? All right. And, maybe you're GPSing somewhere or you're on a call and you're just like, oh my God, I'm at 1%. How does that feel?
Anxiety.
A lot of anxiety, right? Not good. Okay. But how does it feel when you're looking for the charger and then you find it and you plug it in and you hear that sound?
Relief.
Relief. Right? Freedom. Right? And so just like that, we need to tap in. We need to understand that we're finite in our power, in our energy for building a better world, right? And we need to be conscious of where we're at. Am I fully charged right now? Am I about halfway? Am I at 1%? I need to recharge, right? So every day we got to recharge, tap back in. And that can look like praying from the heart. That can look like reciting revealed prayers. That can look like reading some scripture. That can look like making some art, making some music, going out and helping someone. There's different ways of tapping into that better power source, but we have to do it every single day to make sure we're staying charged up. So this last song is called Free. And this is all about tapping into the better power source. Okay, this is going to be a call and response song again. So let me teach you guys how to do this one. Wilmington, you've been amazing. All right, here we go. When I say be, you say free. Be free. Be free. And when I say think, you say peace. Think. Peace. Think. Peace. F to the R to the double E. One of these troubles, God's ring like a cloud. So, hand me my umbrella, please. So, hear my clear soul. The rain and the thunder bring shadow. And the deep drain my brain makes my shoulder. Look down at the puddle and see the sun. Reflection of the sun. Take one stay of light up to my eyes. As I fly over the mistake from the bubbles and they humble me. So I plead that I'm unbelief. Strength. Overcome all the struggles underneath. I'm free, so when I say be, you say free. Be free. Be free. When I say think, you say peace. Peace. When I say be, you say free. Be free. Be free. When I say think, peace. 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 E to the E, A to the C, E. If I want it for the world, gotta be this to me. Positive energy activates elevation. Individuals all the way. Purifying every action, completely of ego. Practice empathy, acceptance, compassion. Ego, representing angel, the community entirely. Purpose expressions of art that cause fire. Protect the environment, actively conserve the earth. We're all created equal. World with peace, prosperity, peace, prosperity. Tree at the end, yeah, peace. You can teach it, you can think it, you can build peace. You can learn it, you can edit it. From the west to the east, from the work into the east. So now it's that's peace. So when I say be, you say free, be free, be free. When I say be, you say come on, peace, peace. When I say be, you say free, be free, be free. When I say think, you say peace. Let's go, peace, peace. When I remember who I was created to be, break loose from the chains that's free, release from the prison of self, I become on the divine, that's freedom. One day, these ruinous wars shall cease to make way for the most great peace. When the whole world all becomes one, the most great peace shall come. Now when I say be, you say free,
be free, be free. When I say think, you say, come on, peace, peace. When I say be, you say free, be free, be free. When I say think, you say peace, peace, peace. When I say better, you say world, better. When I say better, you say world, better, better. When I say be, you say free. Last time, be free, be free. And when I say think, you say peace. Think, peace, think, peace. Thank you so much, Wilmington. You've been a lovely audience.
Thank you.
We appreciate all you. Much love. All right, so last thing we're gonna do here, I always like to get a nice little selfie with my new family out here. So we're gonna do a little Wilmington selfie. I think we can get everyone here in the pic. All right, Jeff, gotta get in here. Okay, so let me see those peace signs. Think. Peace. All right, now we're gonna do a quick video. Okay, you all are gonna say better world.
All right.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Wilmington, what are we gonna do? We're gonna build a
Better world.
Yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming. And the last thing you gotta do here to complete the experience, we thought it'd be really cool to make a guest book, right? Guest books are kind of a cool way to see, everyone that's come through to something. So we made a digital guest book. Okay, so what you can do, take your phone out, put your camera at this. It's gonna pop up a link. It's gonna be a Google form. Okay, you're gonna put your name, your location, Wilmington or wherever you're from. And there's gonna be a spot if you'd like to put your email. You don't have to, but if you'd like to stay in touch with Jeff and I, we'll give you future updates and such.
Jeff and me.
That's right, thank you. If you want to stay in touch with that doesn't make sense. If you want to stay in touch with Jeff and me, thank you, okay? You can do that. And then also there's a spot to take a picture. Oh yeah, if you want to do like a selfie or if you took some photos at the event, you can add a picture there. There's some steps on how to do that. And I think that's everything. Oh, and then if you have any feedback, anything you thought about the concert, we greatly appreciate that. And after you submit it, it'll take you to the guest book page where you can see everyone from yesterday. And we'll keep updating it as we go on the tour. So yeah. So if it's giving you problems, let me know. It's a new thing we're trying out, but hopefully we tested it out.
It took me to tick pics.
What's it saying?
It took me to tick pics.
Oh, you skipped the ad. Skip the ad.
Oh, ad. It's making me do an ad. That's weird. Okay, skip the ad.
You want the location of today's concert, or
Up to you. Yeah, maybe put Wilmington just so we know that's the concert you came to. Okay. Good. So fill that out, and yeah, please stick around. If you had any feedback on the concert, come let Jeff and I know. If you want a CD or T-shirt, come on up. And just thank you again. Thank you again. Can we give it up one more time for Alice and Holistic Elevation for opening up the space here? Beautiful spirit. And yeah, we're just so grateful. Let's throw some jams on our plate.
All right, can you pull up your QR code again for your other your contact information? Thank you. I wanted to enjoy the experience.
Yeah, sure. There is also plantains available if you'd like to enjoy some of Banana's cousin plantains over here. We got some free plantains. Compliments of Alice. No, we got any questions? Shirts are 25, CDs are 15. Okay. And these are my four ladies.
Maybe kind of plantains, maybe. I mean, if you just want to fry them. Yeah, I guess it is. Like 3 for one person.
It depends.
I know, like if you're frying them, I mean, they go quickly, but if you're like doing something else with them, they may not. But I mean, they're not ready. They're not ready to cook. Well, they're not ready yet if you're gonna fry them. If you're just gonna boil them or like stuff them, you can it's not crazy.
That's his drawing of that. So he's got it up there too.
one. Let's get another one. No, you keep your tiny one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Another one.
this way. Yeah, amazing. Oh my God. I was just giving it. Yeah. Well, it's already beautiful. Yeah. Enjoy the scene. Yeah. Colors vary, like everything very similar colors.
Getting your music out there.
You're also holding that. You're also with your holding that. I'll give it to you. Okay. We're headed right after this.
You get a whole bunch of people around there. Now it's like,
So our last year, now she's more mobile. Yes, that's, well, you mean like this agreement? Or, oh, yes, okay, yeah. It's number 21. Yeah, so, inspired by me. Be happy that's like the last album, like you're not artist. That was actually, yeah, they're all my teams. So this one, okay, all right, so we got Yami Hawk coming up, and not really the back. I know. I get one of our cards. We have two cards. One has one doesn't. Whatever that one. Yeah.
And there's people like, remember, Oman
I'm not really much of a sports player.
I put Baltimore Bullets.
Probably not be ever. You never know.
The Bullets.
What they say.
I just had to have a bike.
It's always kind of a
Of course. Actually, right now, there are two Baltimore sports teams that came from elsewhere.
right.
Ravens were originally from Brownie, and the Baltimore Orioles came from where? St. Louis. St. Louis Browns.
So those are all noble
There's
figures.
a Mike Joey mad birthday pass.
Technically, it's actually both of our laptops.
Sneaking out the Colts.
It's actually both of our laptops, so we share.
Yes. I heard about that story.
And actually, I did attend 100th anniversary of the Husker of the United States. He spoke at the Unitarian Church in downtown Baltimore.
Yes.
And there was an event in 2012, the centennial of that. And I took US 40 and it goes down Fort Lee Street. I don't know if you're familiar with that road. Which is basically an urban street.
Yeah.
So did you live nearby?
I live very close to a few miles away from
Well, I know you're close to your
or about half a mile outside the city.
oh, it's not like I educated.
This is supposedly Wilmington, and the white lab is supposedly at Newark.
You know we will.
NEWARK. Everywhere else is around Newark.
Give me a.
Newark. North Jersey. Pronouncing it slightly, pronouncing it North. N-E-W-A-R-K.
She didn't like,
North
you didn't
Jersey,
mention your name
North
before I
Ohio,
didn't heard her
New
name. I
York.
was like, what happened to you? But I like,
North.
She's the last
No,
part of
it's
the
Newark.
red.
Also, if you got a CD with your ticket, please just make sure to come up and grab it.
Dawn, she's in the back.
The many towns like Haverhill. That's the town.
I lived in Pittsburgh.
It's spelled that, but that's April. Look at, it's going in, I always pronounce it.
Yeah.
Like Norwich, N-O-R-W-I-C-H. In England, that's Norwich. Greenwich, Connecticut, Greenwich.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing. I thought it was just kind of there. Everyone likes cookies, so I'm like, they will have a cookie table.
So do a plan where it's. Or you could try to avoid that plan.
I've been bored about cookies. Yeah, it sounds like a good time. Well, I think we're closer to.
We're up here for me, but
It was perfect timing. I had the family call me and I was telling her, and then she was just really awesome.
yeah, you're talking about the jazz.
Yeah.
The
funny thing is that
About
last time we college had a back
Yeah,
in
old school. It was what time for the scene?
and then before that, I was a little kid. So I saw her and her sibling. So like, it was like a huge transition, like reintroducing myself, like I did everything I heard about her, like matters, other cousins and stuff like
No, and I
that.
owe you a CD, I think, right? Nice to meet you, Don. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay. So we got two versions. You have to do this.
Yeah.
25.
One thing she does, she does not even to bed. Oh, I have good.
Wall Street.
T-shirts for life. I don't do.
So it's
T-shirts for life. I left it back. Yeah, exactly.
Some of those, some of their numbers.
I have a lot of T-shirts.
This outline story for being a dad.
Bill Bradley, after his NBA career, became what? Democrat from New Jersey, United States Senate.
So he was a player?
Yeah, but it's kind of also to be a little bit general.
And
where
then
you can apply
after
it
he
to.
left,
Yeah,
he became senator.
What is the it? You know, what's your
Went to 24.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like you like first three,
22 for Kosher, 15 for
give your all.
Monroe, and 24 for Brad.
Yeah.
Yes.